Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mitesh Khatri here again, a leadership coach and a law of attraction coach. I've been doing this for about 17 years now. Some of you already know me, so welcome back to my channel again. Today, we are doing a topic which is highly demanded by a lot of people in the basic Telegram group of law of attraction that we run. Some of you who are not part of the basic LOA Telegram group, if you would like to be part of it, soon in the chat window, we'll add the link for it. You're welcome to come and join that. What is today's topic? Today's topic is about how to get rid of depression and anxiety. But here is a promise I want from you first. I'm doing this video specially to help a lot of people who are going through depression and anxiety. So the promise I want from you is this. If you are personally going through this, then you will promise me that you will implement every single thing that I tell you. Okay. So that's step number one. Promise me right now. Say IP in the chat window. I promise that if you're going through depression and anxiety, you will at least once give it a very honest attempt, give it a very honest trial to every step that I'm telling you. Yeah. So IP in the chat window now. Second, if you're not going through this yourself, promise me that you will share it with someone and pay it forward. What I mean by pay it forward is if I'm doing it for you, I would like you to do it for someone else. Pay it forward to 2 or 3 people. And the way you can do that is share this video with some friends and family who you think may need help to handle their depression, their sadness, their anxiety. Is everyone okay with that? If yes, so please type in IP again in the chat window. If you promise to share it with at least one person in your life so that you can at least make a difference in one person's life after today's video. Okay, so let's see if some people are typing in IP in the chat window now. For you, I would like you to do it for someone else. Okay, perfect. So thank you very much for promising that. Kritika, Alok, Pallavi, Archana, Alok Kumar, perfect. Thank you very much for promising that. Now let's start about how do you really get rid of depression and anxiety. Point number one, most people do wrong diagnosis because of which they're not getting the solution of depression. What do I really mean by that? Most people call sadness as depression. Depression is a huge thing, my friends. Depression is when a person is going through 24 hours of feeling low. 24 hours means 24 hours. When a person has gone so deep within that the person is constantly committing suicide feelings, not able to eat, not able to sleep. Now, only those people are qualified to be called as depression. The first problem is that a lot of people overuse the word depression. How many people here have used the word depression in your life? Type in G for guilty. If you've used the word depression for yourself or for some of your friends, this friend of mine is depressed. No, because that person is just going through some breakdown in life. What is a breakdown? You go through a low in life and then you come up again. There is a breakdown, there's a breakthrough, right? So firstly, some of you don't even have depression, so you don't really need to deal with it from a depression point of view. What you have is a little bit of sadness. What you have is a little bit of a breakdown. What you have is just going down right now, right? So first thing, don't call it a depression if it is not a depression. So then what do you call it? So the solution number one is this. I told you problem number one, wrong diagnosis. So what is solution number one? Call it as it is. Call it as it is. I'm going through a low feeling right now. Be as close to reality as possible. Call it as real as possible rather than going into opinions. So the opinion is it's a depression. The fact is, I'm just going through some low feelings right now. I've had a breakup with someone. I've had a failed project because of something. And because of which I'm not feeling very good right now. Okay, so that's as close as reality as possible. So first thing you must always do is this. Go close to reality. Go close to reality. If you go away from reality, you are actually heading towards depression. I'm telling you, a lot of people get into depression, not because they have a reason for depression, but because of the wrong diagnosis. They keep saying, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, keep going away from reality, and they actually condition themselves. This is called as learned depression. Learned means we practically teach ourselves to get depressed in life. So please do not teach ourselves to be depressed. Make sure if you have any friend of yours, any relative of yours who's making the same mistake, to tell them, hey, you're not depressed. Don't teach yourself that you're depressed. Don't condition your subconscious mind that you're depressed because you are not my friend, right? So what do you need to do? Go as close to reality as possible. I am feeling low. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling irritated. Mild it down to as reality as possible. So here's what I would like you to do. Let's practice it with me right now. Okay, let's make this live YouTube channel not just a lecture, but an interactive session. If you're okay with that, type in right now in the chat window, how close can you get to your reality? And instead of calling it depression, Write something else in the chat window right now and give it to me again. So for an example, Kiritika Manoj. Manoj is saying myself depression. So Manoj, maybe it's not even depression. It's something milder. I would really like you to reframe that right now and add it in the chat window. All of you, what are you going through? Give it a smaller word, give it a milder word, give it a word which is more closer to reality. Now, all of you who are saying you've got depression, let me ask you this question. Are you depressed when you're going to the toilet? No, not really, right? Are you depressed when you're having a bath? No. Are you depressed when you're playing with a small baby? No. Are you depressed when you're watching a movie? No. Then you're not depressed, right? You just got stuck into a negative emotional pattern of sadness or anger or feeling low or something, correct? So let's see what answers do we get. Okay. Now, for those people who are saying, I am, like, for an example, Archana saying, I want to die all the time. Nobody wants to die all the time, right? You're here right now because you have a hope to live. You're looking for a solution. That means you don't have the feeling of dying all the time. You have a feeling like dying sometimes in life. Everybody does. Even I've thought of killing myself once upon a time in life. Everybody has that feeling. Everybody has that thought once upon a time. Nobody says it, but everybody has it, right? So now I want you to write this in the chat window. What are you going through? Go as closer to reality as possible. Let's look at some answers in the chat window. I'm going to read them out. So, irritated. Very good, Varda. Instead of saying depressed, you can say I'm irritated, because now when the diagnosis is right, I can really help you towards the solution. Make sense? So that is correct. Confusion and sadness. Very good, Rahul. Just confused, just sadness. It's not depression, right? Rajuji, low frequency. I'm just feeling low right now. It's not depression. Very good. I'm feeling alone. Now, what a wonderful word over there. I'm just feeling lonely right now. I'm just feeling alone. It's a wonderful word compared to what? Depression, right? Instead of saying I am surrounded by shit, it's better that saying I'm lonely. Make sense? Okay. So feeling low, much better, Kavya. Feeling less loved. Ah, that's good, Mranal. Feeling empty. That's good. Okay, sad and low. Okay, now some people are saying I'm happy. Very good. Stressed, positive, anger, anxiety, irritation, feeling low, expectation failed. Very good, Hari Babu. So watch. Please quickly tell me, everyone in the chat window, all of you who have done the first point with me right now, honestly, where you've gone closer to reality instead of away from reality. You've written down in the chat window already what you're feeling, which is closer to reality now. How are you feeling immediately after that? Do you really feel you're depressed right now, or are you feeling better? If you're feeling better, type in B for better. If you're feeling worse, type in W for worst. And I guarantee you, if you've done the exercise, if you've gone closer to reality, you'll never feel worse. You'll always feel better in life. Why? Reality will never make you feel bad. Reality will always feel you good, make you feel good in life. It's the illusions of life that makes us feel crazy, extreme positive, extreme negative. Reality is not generally so horrendous. For an example, when at night people get scared, it's not the real darkness that gets people scared. It's the illusion. Arey wahan bhoot hai. Right? That's what gets people scared. Makes sense? So you'll always feel better when you go closer to reality. So what is the step number one? Whenever you want to cure your depression and anxiety, go closer to reality. I'm not getting anxiety. I'm just feeling a heartbeat going up and down right now. I'm feeling weird in my stomach right now. I'm feeling like puking right now. Okay, this is better. Instead of saying I'm getting anxiety. You know what is anxiety? Anxiety is when a person has got palpitations going on for 3 to 4 hours constantly, got migraine attacks, and the person is taking sleeping tablets, can't sleep all night. Most of these people who've reached that stage because the diagnosis was wrong. And instead of getting closer to reality, they got away from reality, right? But you will get closer to reality, you'll always feel better, right? See, a lot of people typing B for better in the chat window now. Very good. I'm so proud of all of you for getting closer to reality. Clap, clap. Everyone, CC, clap, clap for every single person over here who practiced with me right now. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, so the mind house says I feel palpitations and lump throat once in a while in my throat, which is okay, right? So this is closer to reality rather than saying, oh, I'm depressed, I'm anxiety. Now, this is so close to reality. I'm feeling something in my throat. Very good. Okay, now let's take step number 2. Are you ready for step number 2? You've gone closer to reality. You have now diagnosed it correctly. I'm feeling irritated. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling palpitations in my throat. Are you ready to go to the next step? Type in R for ready. What do you mean by the next step? The next step is now that you've got the diagnosis correct, you're going towards solution. See, the diagnosis was the main part. Going towards the solution is always the easy part, right? So if you're ready to go towards the solution and get rid of this reality, sadness, feeling lonely, lump in your throat, all of these words, then type in R for ready in the chat window now. Okay, awesome. So if you're ready now, here is the next step. Whenever you want to get rid of the negative experience that you're going through right now, okay, reframe it. Reframe means what? So there is a frame that we are using in which we are watching that program right now. A picture looks beautiful because of the frame, right? If you make it a very ugly frame, the picture looks ugly. If you make it a beautiful frame, the picture looks beautiful. For an example, I'm using this laptop right now. Now, if you're using a laptop where the body of the laptop, which is the frame of the laptop, is ugly, the same software, the same operating system, the same screen starts looking very ugly, right? But if the same operating software is there, the same software in the program, and everything is the same inside, the screen is the same. But if you just change the frame, suddenly the same laptop looks expensive. It looks beautiful. Does that make sense? What do you think Apple does? Apple is a master at creating the frame, making the frame very, very beautiful. The same software used by another company, if the frame is not beautiful, people don't like that product sometimes. Is that making sense to you? So what do you need to do? Solution number 2 is give it a better frame. What do I mean by give it a better frame? The frame is made of your words. The frame is made of your words. You've already gone closer to reality. Now what you need to do is just simply reframe it to positive, right? Just make it opposite. People ask me all the time saying, how do I make affirmations? Don't make affirmations. Go closer to reality. First, make it opposite. For an example, I'm sad. What do you do with that? Convert it. I'm happy. I'm lonely. What do you do with that? I'm feeling connected. See, if you keep repeating, I'm lonely, I'm lonely, I'm lonely, I'm lonely, I'm lonely, you're going to condition your subconscious mind to feel lonely. If you keep saying, I'm feeling this lump in my throat, you are going to continue feeling it. Where focus goes, energy flows. Write this down. Where focus goes, energy flows. So instead of keep saying to yourself that I've got a lump in my throat, you can actually start saying, I don't know why I'm feeling this beating in my throat and it's feeling really good. It's feeling really good. Same sensation in your throat. Reframe it and call it, I don't know why I'm feeling good in my throat. Same sensation in your heart. Reframe it. Say, I don't know why I'm feeling this heart going up and down. It's feeling really good. It's feeling really good. The moment you reframe it, your subconscious actually takes it. I'll tell you why. Your subconscious has no idea what is reality and what is imagination. It takes all the commands from you. That's right. It takes all the commands from you. If you tell the subconscious mind, the pain in your hands right now is good, the subconscious mind says, wow, this is good. I'm loving it. So for an example, when you go for exercising, when you pick up your weight, right? You've got pain in your hands, right? When you pick up dumbbells, I pick up 17.5 kilos of dumbbells every evening, except 2 days in a week. I take a break with my platinum members. We do something called Happy Gym every 10 o'clock at night. So when I take these 17.5 kilos of dumbbell, I take it in my hand and I say, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. Actually, I'm feeling a little pain. But instead of telling myself that, I put up a better frame for my subconscious mind and I'm saying, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. And then when I pick up the weight, my brain says, yeah, I'm feeling good. But if I tell my brain, it's very heavy. It's very heavy. It's painful. Oh, it's so rough in my hands. The frame controls the experience. The frame controls your emotion of how you feel, right? So if you really want to get out of depression and anxiety, step number 1, go closer to reality, then change the frame. Instead of saying I'm sad, say I'm happy. Instead of saying I'm lonely, I'm connected. Instead of saying I'm feeling anxiety, say I'm feeling excited. Right? The moment you change the words, the subconscious takes the command and says, oh, you're feeling excited? Okay, excited. Oh, so your heartbeat high up and down is basically good, is it? Subconscious mind says, yeah, this heartbeat going up and down is good. Oh, so this lump in your throat means that you're intuitively feeling something positive is going to happen right now. Wow, something positive is going to happen right now. Subconscious just takes it. So try it. See, that's why I asked you in the beginning of this video, will you promise me that you try everything I tell you? It's not going to seem logical sometimes. It's a little bit of magic that I'm telling you, right? Your subconscious works a little bit of magic. So if you're ready for the magic, IP again in the chat window. Promise me that you will try it. Step number 1, what do? Go closer to reality. Step number 2, what do? We reframe the words from negative to positive instead of an ugly frame. See, what is negative to positive? Instead of an ugly frame, use a beautiful frame. Well, instead of using ugly words, use beautiful words. You change your frame, you change your experience. Try it right now. Tell me if you feel a difference. So let's do it right now, okay? All of you who've got the negative words about closer to reality right now, change your frame, make something beautiful and write it in the chat window. Let's see how you feel and tell me how you feel after that. Okay. So let's say, I think some people have already done it here. Let's see. I feel happy when focus goes. Yeah, very good. So Jane, how do you feel when you say I'm happy? Mrunal is saying where focus goes, energy flows. Very good. I feel loved. Okay, Mrunal, now tell me, keep repeating, Mrunal. I feel loved. I feel so loved. When you say that and you change the frame about how you're feeling in your heart, your subconscious takes it saying, you know what I'm feeling right now is I'm feeling like I'm loved right now. I'm loving it. Okay, so try it. Reframe the same sensation. Very good. Yeah. Okay, so Vivek is saying confidence. Archana saying, I feel positive. I like it, Archana. So, Archana, every time you feel like saying, I feel like dying all the time, what you're feeling in the body first is saying, I feel like running away. That's like going closer to reality, right? Now convert that and saying, I feel like jogging. I feel like jogging. Just reframe it instead of running away. Say, I feel like jogging. I feel confident, right? Next one. Expectations met. I'm happy. Very good. See, Hari Babu, just check. I feel focused. I feel so happy. I'm very happy now. I feel so loved. I feel abundant. I feel rich. I feel confident. Wow. Look at those words over there. I'm feeling lump in my throat. It means I'm going to feel something new. Yay. Something energetic. Good. I feel with friends. Observe. Your subconscious has already taken it. Type yes in the chat window. If you're already feeling better in the way you're feeling in your body, literally, like not for the sake of telling me, but are you not really feeling amazing in your heart, in your body right now, in the way you're feeling right now? If yes, type in yes. Now, why is that happening? You took control of your subconscious mind. You took control, you took command of your frequency, right? This is the kind of stuff that we teach our advanced law of attraction members. I'll give you an example. I've given this example so many times earlier because it's one of my favorite examples. Pinky is one of our advanced members. She's also joined Platinum now. This lady had so-called panic attacks for 3 years. And after that, she came for the program. We cured that panic attack problem in 10 minutes. Absolutely, just 10 minutes. And now this lady, she's doing international yoga training today. I think today is International Yoga, right? And she was doing international yoga training for people. Imagine a person who said, I was depressed is now an international yoga certified coach. Right? Isn't that amazing? She's spreading happiness, health, fitness. Same person who thought I had anxiety. No, she didn't have anxiety. She just had some sensations in the body. We taught her how to reframe it. I'm giving you some of the same steps that I teach in the advanced law of attraction so that you at least get a glimpse of the kind of power that we make people experience when they really join the advanced law of attraction sessions. Does that make sense? Okay, superb. So that's step number 2, reframe it, right? Now coming to step number 3. Step number 3 is very, very important. That is, write down. Create standards of emotions. Write down. Create standards of emotions. What I mean by standards of emotions is most people don't have standards in life about quality of emotional life. See, I'll give you an example of what I'm saying. When you go to a restaurant, there's a standard of restaurant that you go to eat food for, right? Now, some people have standards and some people don't. Some people say, I will never go below this kind of a restaurant because there is no hygiene below that restaurant, right? Some people say, I will not eat this kind of chai, this kind of pani puri. I will not have that kind of chai in the tapri. Now, it's not good or bad. It's just people's standards. Like 5-star hotel is a standard. Shiv Sagar is a good restaurant, just that does not have measured standards. Does that make sense? So my favorite examples when it comes to standards is this. All the ladies in the group, please tell me quickly right now. If I give you Nirma soap to wash your hair, will you do it? Nirma washing powder. Nirma washing powder for washing your hair. Will you do it? Give me a yes or no quickly in the chat window. Before even people answer in the chat window, I guarantee you, every single lady in the group is going to say, absolutely not, right? Why? Because unconsciously, all the women have these standards saying, I love my hair. I will not treat my hair below these standards. Like I will not allow myself to even use soap on my hair. I'm going to use shampoo. And then different ladies have different standards saying this level of shampoo, then this level of shampoo. You'll be surprised there are some shampoo bottles for 5,000 rupees. Yeah, really crazy, right? But bottom line is this. See, so look at the chat. Look at the chat window. Archana saying never. Archana, what about it this way? Okay. You said you feel like dying all the time, right? How about just before you die, wash your hair with Nirma washing powder and then die? How about that? Are you okay with that? So that's the condition for dying. If you want to die, you have to first wash your hair with Nirma soap, with Nirma powder on your hair, nicely, properly. Every hair has to be washed properly. Only then you're allowed to die. Do you feel like dying now? Rachna? Right? And I can guarantee you without even you answering, absolutely not. Why? Because we all have unconscious standards in life, right? The beauty of life is when you can create conscious standards in life. So, step three, create standards for yourself, saying, you know what? I'll never allow myself to go below these standards in my emotional life. I will live a 5-star level of emotional life. There are so many people who drop their standards simply because they live around people who have low standards. Let me give you an example. Sometimes we stay with people who are sad around us. So we are guilty to feel happy because we feel if I'm going to be happy around all these people, then they will feel I'm not a part of their life, or they will feel I don't care for them, right? So this is why a lot of times people drop their standards because of the surrounding standards. How many of you have done that in your life sometimes? Type an I in the chat window. You've dropped your quality of emotional standards because of your friends, because of your surrounding, because of your family, right? So what do we need to do here? Forget about the world, because I'll tell you what, when you die with your standards. Write this down in the chat window. When I die with my standards, not with world standards. Nobody dies with world standards. We only die with our own standards in life. Yes? So what do you need to do? Create 5-star standards for your emotions. Nothing less than 5-star. I tell myself every day, I said, below this, I'm not allowed to feel sad. Below this, I'm not allowed to feel angry. Below this, I'm not allowed to feel depressed. There, like depression, anxiety, Mitesh Khatri, not allowed. Not allowed. These are two strong words. It's like, for me, it's like Nirma soap on my hair. I mean, yeah, my hair doesn't matter much, but you're getting what I'm saying? I'm not okay with that. Why? Because for me, okay, let me ask you this question. Are you okay to eat the same food that the dog has just eaten and you're hungry? And are you okay to eat the same food? Quickly give me a yes or a no in the chat window. Are you okay to eat the same food? Are you okay to give the same food to your son, to your daughter, just because the son or the daughter is hungry? Or are you going to find another way to get the food? I am 100% sure before you even answer in the chat window, you will find another way to serve yourself. You will find another way to serve your children, but you'll never take that dog food and feed yourself or feed your children. Yes or no? Because those are unconscious standards, right? You'll say, I will never allow myself to go below these hygiene standards in life. Why not have those kind of beautiful, high standards, 5-star standards for your quality of emotions? When people join our advanced course, the very lesson one is all about recognizing our emotional patterns, our emotional standards in percentage. Literally, we give people a methodology, a tool of how do people catch your emotional patterns, your emotional standards, if I may use the word, right? And when, like, there's this one lady, when she joined the program, her standards, she came to know there's an assessment that we do in lesson one. When she completed that assessment for the first time, she said, Mitesh, this is crazy. I got 20% of happiness standards or negative standards and 80% of negative standards. Sorry, 20% of positive and 80% of negative standards. 20-80, positive and negative 80. How many people here want to live your entire life with 20% positivity only and 80% negativity in your life? Type in yes or no. Do you want to live with 20% positivity and 80% negativity? Yes or no? Again, I'm telling you before you answer in the chat window, absolutely not. Nobody wants to. But when you're not conscious for your standards, here is what's going to happen. Your standards will drop automatically. I'll tell you why. It takes no effort to drop standards, but takes a little effort to raise your standards. I promise you this. कुछ मत करो, बैठे रहो. Body का standards अपने आप drop हो जाएगा. It'll just drop. You'll start eating more. You'll start putting on weight. You'll start being lazy. Your body ache will start happening. If you don't do anything, standards drop. Right? But if you join a gym consciously, you can raise your standards. Does that make sense? So here is what I would like you to do. Everyone write down in the chat window. I raise my emotional standards now. Yeah, not after this video. Do it now. Come on. Commit to yourself saying, I raise my emotional standards now. I will not allow myself to live below a 5-star quality of emotions. It's okay to die tonight if you have to, but don't die without a 5-star quality of emotions. I always tell my students in the advanced law of attraction, I say, it's okay if you die tonight, but don't die with bullshit standards of emotions. If you live another 10 years with bullshit standards of emotions, why live, right? If you're going to live even for one day, live 5-star level of emotions. And then I'm telling you, life seems amazing. It doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have in your life. It doesn't matter whether some friends love you or not, or some person gets married to you or not, or whether you're making money or not, or sometimes people buy your programs or not, whether you're doing business or not, whether you're getting a job or not, doesn't matter. Standards are standards, right? Don't drop your standards. Raise your standards and commit to yourself. I will not allow myself to go below these standards. How many of you commit to me right now? The third step. I will not allow myself to go below my standards anymore in my life, right? I will live beyond, irrelevant of what the situations are. It doesn't matter. I will not drop my standards. I'll give you a very good example, and then we'll go to question answers after that, okay? This example is from that beautiful movie called Bahubali. How many of you remember Bahubali? Now, if you remember Bahubali Part 2, the time comes when Bahubali was kicked out of his own house. If you remember the conspiracy between... Now, some of you have not seen that movie, by the way. You must watch that movie. It's a beautiful character of Bahubali, which shows how high his emotional standards are. He doesn't get upset easily. He doesn't get sad easily. Depression, no chance. Feeling like a failure, out of question, right? I love that character. So in the Part 2 of that movie, there's some conspiracy in his palace, and they kick him out as a king. And when he's kicked out, you should observe the way he lives his life, right? He's helping people. He's having a great life. He's happy all the time. He's singing songs. He's working hard. He's adding value to people's life. And then his villain, I forgot the name of that. There was Bahubali and there was Balla, right? So Balla's father and Balla are watching him from far, having a great time, being happy, even though he's been kicked out from the palace. And they both are talking to each other and they're saying, ये जब तक जिंदा है, ये जहां भी रहेगा, राजा बन के रहेगा. I was like, wow, what a dialogue. Like, I loved that dialogue. Because for me, I could instantly relate with that character saying, that's me. Because I've promised myself, wherever I live, however I live, no matter what my life conditions are, I'm going to keep my life emotional standards here. I will not allow myself to drop below that. जहां भी रहूंगा, राजा की तरह रहूंगा, जब तक जिंदा हूं. Emotional king, not emotional devdas. Right? So how many of you want to be emotional drama queen, girls, or emotional queen? Do you want to be boys emotional devdas or an emotional king? Give me in the chat window quickly. क्या बनना है? देवदास बनना है लड़कों को और लड़कियों को मीना कुमारी बनना है, राइट? कि फिर इमोशनल किंग एंड इमोशनल क्वीन बनना है. जो भी बनना है जल्दी से डिक्लेयर करो नाउ. व्हाट विल यू लिव एज, व्हाट विल यू डाई एज? देखो, सबको मरना है बॉस, जीना भी सबको है, लेकिन क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ क्या है वो आप ही डिसाइड कर सकते हो. स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ लाइफ क्या है वो तो आप ही डिसाइड कर सकते हो. मैं आपके लिए चूज नहीं कर सकता, राइट? सो डिक्लेयर नाउ. कम ऑन, डिक्लेरेशन हैज पावर. हु डू यू वांट टू बी, emotional king or emotional queen? Now, some of you who want to really maintain this kind of stuff, come and join us at the advance, because we are a community of emotional kings and emotional queens. We live life here. I was just talking to someone yesterday in the advanced course, and she said, I don't want to give you the name because it's kind of a confidential issue, and I'll share a little bit of detail. This lady, her husband told her that you don't have the capacity to make money. And I said, she got completely depressed. And I said, listen, emotional queen, remember, emotional queen. Husband ne bola to kya hua? Right? Dunya ne bola to kya hua? You know who you are. Be a queen. Don't allow yourself to drop below that. Bahubali ko jab palace se nikala, Bahubali thodi roya bol ke meri maan ne mere ko nikal diya to ab main depression mein mar jaunga. He loved his mother, right? But did he say I'm going to die in depression just because I've been kicked out of the palace? No, my own brother betrayed me, so I'm going to take revenge and I'm going to be the worst villain on this earth. He didn't say that, because he was not Devdas. He was a emotional king. Jahan bhi rahega, raja ban ke rahega. I'm inviting you to live this world, the world of emotional kings and the world of emotional queens. Come and join us. Okay, so now I've given you 3 steps. Step number 1, which is what? Diagnosis has to be correct. Go close to reality. Go closer to reality. Don't go away from reality. Don't use words like depression, anxiety. I'm feeling low, I'm feeling anger, I'm feeling disconnected, I'm feeling lonely, I'm feeling a little lump in my throat, I'm feeling some giddiness in my stomach, I'm feeling like vomiting, I'm feeling heartbeat going up and down. Okay, go closer to reality. You will feel better. Then the solution for the correct diagnosis, reframe. Reframe it. Step number 2, instead of saying I'm feeling this heartbeat, which means that, oh, I think I'm having a heart attack. Relax. I'm having a heartbeat going up and down. It means I think something good is going to happen, right? So reframe it. Step number 3, create high standards. Choose to be an emotional king and an emotional queen. Nobody in the world can touch depression towards you. I promise you that. Nobody in the world can get you into the zone of anxiety. I promise you that. Because a king never lives in Jhopadpatti. And even if the king has to go to the Jhopadpatti, the king doesn't feel beggar or kind of a garib in the surroundings of a Jhopadpatti, because the king knows who he is. The queen knows who she is, even though sometimes to help people when she goes to the slums area, like Mother Teresa. Who is Mother Teresa? Emotional queen or Meena Kumari? Everyone tell me, who is Mother Teresa? Mother Teresa is an emotional queen, down to earth, literally down to earth, like wears a beautiful, simple white sari. Right? Such a down to earth human being, one of the best souls that ever lived this earth, helps people going to slums, helps people who've got leprosy, pus oozing out of their body, right? Marks all over their face. If you touch them, maybe you could get sick. This lady, Mother Teresa, she goes and hugs them. She takes care of them. She loves them. She goes all over the world to help people. Timid, small little lady, but she's an emotional queen. She goes to the slum. She doesn't become a slummer. She goes between poor people. She doesn't become poor. She elevates them, right? Don't go into this, environments which are negative and become negative. Go into those environments and elevate those environments. That's the kind of person you should be. ऐसे राजा बनो कि किसी जगह पे जाओ तो गरीब जगह को भी आप अमीर बना दो. ऐसी रानी बनो कि किसी दुखी घर में जाओ तो उसको भी सुखी बना दो. Does that make sense? It's absolutely possible to do that. For details, yes, absolutely. Join us for the entire course. I would love to help you do that personally. But now, let's see if you have any questions. It's 3:30 already. I hope I've been able to add value, these 3 steps. I hope you will practice. Remember, you've given me a promise that you will practice it. And also remember, you've given me a promise that you will share this video with some friends or family who need it. Because let's spread the good messages in the world, right? Not only of my channel, any channel, but please help people around you by spreading messages of conversations like these, where people can live like emotional kings and emotional queens, irrelevant of what situations they are living in. Okay, awesome. So let's see if you have any questions now in the chat window. Go. I'll wait for a few seconds while somebody types the first question. Let's see if the first question is always by the same person as it usually is. And let's see. Oh, looks like no questions today. Okay, awesome. So in that case, we have come to the closure of today's YouTube video. I hope I've been able to add value in what you're experiencing today. I hope I've been able to take you closer to reality. And I hope that you've been able to get some value from today's session. And I hope you will forward it somewhere to some friend, to some family, and help someone. If some of you are not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon so that next time when I do a video like this on Friday, you get the notification from YouTube. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you soon again. Those of you who would like to be coached by us for the Platinum program, or you want me as a life coach, today evening at 7 p.m., I'm doing a Platinum program introduction. You're most welcome for that. You can end that here. And if you want to be part of the Advanced LOA program, you can register on the second link that I have given you. Okay. If you're someone who's struggling with money right now, don't worry. We have 2 other options for you. We every Saturday do a program called as the Basic LOA program, which is completely free. There's no money for that. For the last 17 years, I've been doing it absolutely free. If you've not already done that, come and join my Basic LOA program. And I'll give you the link to that right now. It's in the chat window. Okay, here is the LOA Live. It says LOA Live in the end. Click on this link, register for yourself. Saturday program is absolutely free. Those of you who have a little bit money and you want a little more help, where you want to meet me every day for 30 days, we've created a program called as the 30 Days Challenge. You're welcome to come and join us there so that we can really help you scale your emotional frequency by me personally challenging you, by me personally subconsciously giving you programming every single day. Okay, so here we go. To join the 30 Days program, the link is in the chat window. Take care, guys. If you're watching this on a recording, thank you very much. I hope you got value. All the details I gave in the chat window are also available below this video in the description. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. And I will see you soon. When? Friday or in any of the webinars. Take care. Bye-bye. Be emotional kings. Be emotional queens. Say yes in the chat window right now. Emotional king, EK. Emotional queen, EQ. Come on, quickly. Everyone type in EK, EQ before I leave. So I want to see a lot of kings. I want to see a lot of queens in the chat window right now. So I know that I'm leaving people richer than how I met you. I don't want to go away being poor or leaving people poor. I want to leave this world being richer and making people richer. So come on, quickly. Everyone quickly write down. Yes, it is for lifetime, right? So quickly, EK for emotional king and EQ for emotional queen. Superb. So thank you very much, Varda, Pujarani, Archana. That's awesome. Grishma, thank you for being an emotional queen. I'll see you soon. And I know some of you are already part of the 30 days challenge, so I'll see you there soon at 9 p.m. Those of you who are attending the 7 p.m. program for Platinum, I'll see you there. Okay. Bye, kings. Bye, queens. Keep making the world emotionally richer.